through my veins. On the pitch where the glory remains, the cockerel stands brave on the crest. North London pride, this ain't no jest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Oh, Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, guys, welcome. Same day, same channel, same bat time as we go back to the Batman days. But yes, it is Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur. Chris away on should be played on. So you see, I'm trying to sort this out, by the way, and it ain't working for some apparent reason. Yeah, I did buy a new I did do a new scoreboard and it ain't coming as I wanted it to be. So I do apologize. I just got to do a few little adjustments for you guys. So let me see there. There we go. Okay, there we go. I hope that's okay for you guys. Well, firstly, Merry Christmas to one and all. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas with the family. Yeah, still trying to adjust this new setup I've got. So it is just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's a new setup I am trying. So I hope you guys like it. As I'm trying to bring myself down to so you can see the scoreboard and everything like that. So give us 2 secs and then we should be there. We go. You know what? That will do for the time being. But guys, hope you're doing well. It is a massive game. It is a massive game for Thomas Frank today. It really is. Let me know if you think we're going to win or not going to win. Look, I've gone for a draw. I think this will end up being a draw. I can't see Tottenham winning this. And I feel if he doesn't win his next 2 games or gets anything out of the next 2 or 3 games for me, I think he's gone. But the problem is, while he's still in the FA Cup, I think he deserves a chance to be a Tottenham manager until he gets thrown out of the FA Cup. And then I think that is your problem then. What do you do? And I worked it out. We're sort of 9 points away from a European place, but we're sort of 10 points or I think 9 or 10 or 11 points away from West Ham. Do you know, it's not good. This is not good timing for Tottenham. It's not good timing for us as a team, as a fan base. We're not happy. But As always, we are the mighty Tottenham Hotspur, and we will always come back. We'll always turn up and win. Let's welcome a few people in before we get into the lineups and how we think they're going to start up. Big up to Giant 68 says, big up Dermo, big up to you, Giant 68. I hope you're doing well. Big up to Rayman, big up Dermot in the chat, big up to your Rayman as well. Hope you're doing well. You will see Rayman for after the whistle when he will give his thoughts on this game as well. So looking forward to hear he's thinking. Big up to Brian. Hi, Dermot. Hope we can start a revival today, starting to kickstart 2026. Yeah, 2025 has been an absolute horrendous year for Tottenham Hotspur. Lots of highs, but lots of lows as well. But the highs, of course, winning the Europa League back in May. The lows, this run we've been on, and we just can't shake it. So I'm hoping 2026 can start with a new one. Big up to Ed. He says, let's win this game. Big up, go on. You get my confidence going. Big up Giant. Giant. It says, we're reading Paratici leaving after a fallout with the board with Frank. Paratici wanted him gone, and the rest of the board. That is not true. I've actually asked that very question today, actually, Giant, and I don't know if I can use it or not. I'll wait for a thumbs up. But for what I've got was, it's got nothing to do with Thomas Frank. It has nothing to do with Thomas Frank. It's got nothing to do with him being there or not being there. There is more to it, but I will, once I get the go ahead and the thumbs up that I can use it, I will then give you the latest. But for what you're reading, it is not true. This is not true. So we have to wait and see. Big up to who was in there? Big up Cyprus Spurs. Big up. Merry Christmas to you over in lovely Cyprus. Hope you're having a lovely time over there. Evening, Dermot COYS. Big up to you. Come on, you Spurs as well. Big up to Leo Starman. The other man wants me to go and put on my Davy Bowie LP and sing Life After Mars. Big up to you, Lee. It says, yeah, it says, hi, Dermot. We need 3 points today so badly. We do desperately need three points today. It is desperately. The rain is falling at Selhurst Park. It is pouring with rain. Big up to Spurs size chat as well. Who else said? Big up to Gerard. He said 2-1 today. I'm sure it's Spurs. Let's hope we have players lined up for the first week of January, even if it's just loans of experienced players. I agree with no Paolunia today either, which is a big. I think he messed up today, but that's just my thoughts on it. No excuses today. They have plenty of rest. Yeah, I will talk about at halftime having Christmas Day off. I think that's ridiculous, but look, it is what it is. Big up Ryan. Hopefully, Palace against Arsenal has tired them mentally. Who else? Big up to Lime Stephen. Just a matter of living. How many goals? Yeah, big up to your bud. I've had a loss for us today. Do you know? I don't want a loss today, but you never know, do you? Football is a funny. I think football is a funny old game, isn't it? It really is. I read we're talking to Leo. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of this. All I am going to say is, we have a reputation on this channel for giving you right, positive news. And just wait to hear from us. We've never let you down yet. Any transfer window, what we said has 9 times out of 10 happened. We don't always get it right all the time, but 90% of the time, you know, we will get it right. But yeah, I have asked the question. There is a pre-window show going out on New Year's Eve, 8:00, where I'm going to go over all the latest news I've been given, and then we will bring you up to date. And of course, on the first day of the window, we will bring you all the news every day, 3 times a week. Spurs transfer news at 10:00 at night. So looking forward to them shows coming out. I'm liking that. I'm liking they're finally trusting Archibald. Great, yeah. And Leo chat. Right. Well, let's get into the lineups very quickly, guys. The teams are in the tunnel. Palace, of course, playing in the traditional blue and white stripes and blue shorts. Tottenham, of course, in the traditional all yellow kit, the one we never do well in. There's Palace, there's Geary. Again, there's Tottenham there, all in yellow. Porro, Gray, Richarlison, Bentancur, Bergville. We got Morani there. We got Danso there, Jed Spence, and of course Kudos, who didn't go to the African combinations, because they didn't qualify. So we do have Kudos. Can you imagine Kudos going as well? Very quickly on the lineup, guys, it is a Vicario in goal, Danso, Porro, Van der Ven, and Spencer back four. Midfield tree of Gray, Benticle, and Bergville. And then up front, the front tree, we have Richarlison on the left, Kudos on the right, and Morani up front. On the bench, we have Kingsley, Dragosin, Palunia, Tail, Johnson, Tataki making his first appearance in the Tottenham bench in the first, so he might get some minutes today. Odebear, Ben Davies, and Dean Scarlett. I know Rayman raves about Dean Scarlett. Will he get some minutes today too? Tottenham are playing in the yellow strip, so it's all yellow with blue trim, yellow socks, and then Crystal Palace in the red and blue striped shirts, blue shorts, and white and blue socks. And they're coming across the field as the cheerleaders start doing their dancing. It's come on all over, isn't it? The Palace song, Flyers Blair, Smoke Around. It's a really Christmas field. It is a North-South London derby. It really is. Tottenham with tops wearing the old logo of the 90s. Love to see that logo back on a permanent basis, if I'm being honest. But it is a big game for both clubs. A win for Palace today cements their chase for European football. A defeat for Tottenham cements their race into relegation battle. But a win for Spurs today, they do go up a few places in the league as well. So it's absolutely vital as we go into this game. Let's start with Glasnow's Crystal Palace. It's Dean Henderson in goal. They're going with a back three of Lema, Lacroix, and Guri as a back three. They're playing with a four-man midfield of Klein, Hughes, Wharton, and Mitchell. Rayman mentioned Mitchell yesterday, and it's up to Porro and Spence to push the fullback back. We've got Pino and Divneni in the front two, and then of course Mate up front, the French international. And of course they are playing a 3-4-3 formation. And then look, for me, it's down to Klein and Mitchell. It's down to Porro and Spence to push them players back, to push them fullbacks back. If we could do that and win the midfield battle, I think we'll do well today. We've got Vicario in goal, the Italian man. We've got a back four, Pedro Porro, Kevin Danso, in for the suspended Romero, Mickey van der Ven, captain, and Jed Spence. A midfield two of Bentancur and Gray. And then we've got a midfield three of Kudos on the right, Bergville in the 10, Morani on the left, and they've got Richarlison up front as the number 9. I think that might be interchanged as well. I think you may see Richarlison going on the left and then Morani going up front. And of course, the subs bench, we've got Kingsley, Dragson, Palunia, Tail, Brennan Johnson, Tataki, Odebear, Davis, and Dean Scarlett. A big day. A big day. It all depends how we're going to start this game. They were given Christmas Day off. I know Palace were in training on Christmas Day. Glasgow didn't give them the day off. And we have to see how Tottenham respond. Of course, and big up to the Rebel Irish as well. Thank you so much for the €5 super chat. Absolutely big up to you, bud. He says, Thomas the Frank Engine, masterclass incoming, Ryan Mason waiting in the wings as interim manager, Josh Zachary available. Look, we will get into that. We will get into that later on. I want to say big up to my man, Tequila. I hope you're all right, bud. Missing having you on these streams, bud, but we will see back. We will see Ange Postecoglou's biggest fan back in January when he's back off his hibernation winter break. If Palace was at full strength, think they would hammer us, but they've got some players out, so who knows? Exactly, Tequila, it is. Who knows? We've got Ryan said, "Oh my God, my Scarlet trolling now, boomeranging back to whack me in the face." What? You did have a go at me for not backing him. You did have a go at me, so I will swing it back at you. Big up to your Rebel Irish. Big up to your Rebel. Merry Christmas to you and everyone down in West Cork. There, big up to you. I hope you're having a great Christmas. The only county in Ireland that wishes it was own Rebel, and its own. Now, this scoreboard runs by itself, guys. It is a AI. This is all run by AI. So let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Now, come on. Now, the scoreboard, the time on the scoreboard may not be on time, but it does. That's spot on. Big up to AI. Henderson with the kick, long up the field. Tottenham looking Bentacle with the header. Bergville gets the ball in, but Palace get it back. Tottenham now trying to press early, trying to put Palace into a mistake. They don't. Palace put it to the left-hand side. Good start from Palace here. Tottenham a little bit dangling here. It's only 30 seconds into the game and Tottenham are already letting Palace into their penalty area. Let's give them an early Christmas. And it's a goal kick. Well, that was worrying. That was very worrying. You know, a ball over there. Jed Spence ball watching. Klein got the ball, took up his chest. A lovely little 1-2 with Hughes. And there was Klein. Good tackle that was from Bentacle. Archer Gray dallied on it. He should have whacked it. If in doubt, give it a whack. Please, can goalkeepers please take goal kicks? We'll stop this playing out from the back shite. All it does is call. I'm getting already 54 seconds into the game. And Tottenham are already raising my blood pressure. Seriously. Do what you do. Get a ball, hit it long up the field instead of playing this pretty football out of the back shite. Jesus. Christ. And here's Danso, and the ball's going to... Right. Please, Vicario, take a goal kick and whack it up the field. Don't pass it to Van de Ven. Don't pass it to Danso. Just hit the fucking ball. Jesus. What a finish, the way I threw that ham in the fridge was something else. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Here's kudos now. That's a good one, Con. And then the kids come. Courts have done a cease and assist on me to do anything with Ange. He really doesn't like being called a clown, Domo. Now, Big Ange is suing me, not cool. Well, look, Big Ange can come to you all he wants. I'll defend you, Tequila. You have a right to say what you say, bud. You know, he is a clown. So is Thomas Frank. He's a clown too. Tottenham owners are biggest clowns because they don't spend money. Anyway, kudos with the throw-in. Here's Richarlison now. Richie and, yeah, offside again. Yeah. Big up to everyone that's in the chat. Do hit the like, do hit subscribe if you can. We would love to get to 2070 before New Year's Eve. Come on. Yeah, there is, Tequila. I totally agree with you, bud. See, after 2 years of being with me, you're now getting me round to your way of thinking, bud. You're now getting me round to your way of thinking. Here's Palace now from the back, starting up, going down the right-hand side now. Palace kick it long up the field into midfield. Good header out I was from Danso. Steady Eddie in defence. Richarlison. Burfield goes down. Referee says, where's the free kick? Ref, again, referee's got a Palace shirt under his referee kit today. He's been promised eagle pie for dinner if he does a good job today. And here's Guri against Spence. And, of course, Palace are going to get a free kick. Of course they are. Jesus. Why should we... And then the linesman gives the Palace player a clap in the back. Like, yeah, well done. So, if we're calling people clowns, I think the referee's a clown. There you go. Can I just say, and the Palace captain, I don't like praising opposition players, but this player is an inspiration to anyone how to be a proper professional. Didn't get his move to Liverpool, got down and done his job, didn't make a hustle, didn't create a havoc, just got down, captain Palace, and Glasner as well. He's doing a fantastic job. I know everyone's saying about Glasner, or everyone's on about the Bournemouth manager before the start of the season. But will Glasner get a thing out of this team? I would love to know. We will do a show in it in the new year. But I feel we'll lose today. I think Thomas Frank could be in a load of trouble. A load of trouble. So here's Palace again, starting from the back. Just nice. Yeah. Jesus, that was some throw, Carl. That was some throw from the kitchen. But here's Palace, and here's Hughes. Hughes in the ball down now. The referee does give a free kick. Now, what's he going to give? Now, was that a goal scoring opportunity? No, says the referee. He's given a yellow card to Danso. But was that a goal scoring opportunity? No, says the referee. Let's have a look at it. Again, Tottenham were caught. A lovely little flick over to the top. Oh, do you know what? I have a funny video VA. Oh, for fuck's sake. That wasn't even a free kick. He fell over his own feet. I'm sorry. I am sorry. They're giving that now for free kicks. Jesus. Please put Mrs. Tron in charge of this game because you would ref it better than this clown that's refereeing at the moment. Jesus, Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. I don't know what they're having the committee meeting now about it. Look, ref, I told you get an eagle pie, right? With all the trimmings. Just give him a red card and you get a pudding on top of it. That is his 4th booking of the season for Kevin Danso. So dangerous spells here. Tottenham 5 minutes in. Palace have started the better side. We've got Kudos down as a draft excluder. He's now moving like a tortoise. Now he's lying down again. I mean, it's bad, isn't it? Tottenham. Yeah, I would too. Tequila, put Mrs. Tron in charge of the whole of football. Yeah, FIFA. Just make a FIFA president. She do a better job than the clowns got running at the moment. Anyway, Vicario moving his wall a bit left. It's a bit like a bricky trying to line up his wall to build, but Wharton's over it. Divini's over it. Is Wharton going to have a crack? I think he might do. Wharton stepping away from it. So you've got Wharton, Divini, and Pinot over the ball for Palace. Is it Pinot? It is. It goes into the wall. Here's Wharton. Wharton puts it back out. Palace now trying something new. Good tackle from Kudos. Kudos now running like a gazelle. Running, go on, put the ball in. Go on, pass it to Richarlison. Pass it. Go on. Pass the fucking ball. Here's Gray. Can Tottenham score? And the ball's so over cross Casper the Coast couldn't get it. Here's Jed Spence now. Tottenham still in the just outside the Palace area. Here's Morani. Morani is starting on the left. Richie is playing up front, which is a total scratching head moment for me. But here's Palace now. Palace, lovely football now. Are really tearing this Tottenham defence apart. But here's Palace now. 3, and the ball goes in. Good tackle for Mickey van der Ven. Gets the ball out. Palace still have the ball just outside the Tottenham area. Lovely fleck, but Porro gets it to Archie Gray. Get the fucking ball. Does anyone know how to kick the damn thing? Seriously. Richarlison gives another fucking... Richarlison is down again. He's holding his face, but he got tackled by his legs, but he's holding his face. Maybe his legs in his head. Who knows? Yeah, we are playing Richie again. And Tequila. I mean, it's so bizarre. I mean, Thomas Frank must have his staff meetings in the morning. Yeah, look, I'm with you. I think the sooner we get rid of Thomas Frank, Thomas Frank and Richarlison, the better, I think. We bought a striker, but we play him on the left wing, and we bought a player that can play in the left wing up front. Do you know? Jesus, I mean, come on, guys. Here's Porro with the ball. 8 minutes gone. Tottenham haven't conceded a goal yet, which is probably a good thing. You know, we've held 0-0 so far. I mean, I just don't know what Thomas Frank's philosophy is football is. Just, I mean, I know Tequila called it early in the season. But I know he did say Nuno 2.0. But I feel if we lose this today, I think Thomas Frank is in a whole lot of trouble. And would you believe it? The last game of 2025, Tottenham get a free kick from a referee. Good job I'm sitting down. If I wasn't, I would have passed out with amazement. But it was a free kick. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he brought Danso down. There was a Gillette who does get. We don't actually get a lot out of Gillette, but he has given us a free kick. He is the best the man can get, apparently, and he is Aussie. So I don't know what it. Maybe he's pissed off with Zach Ange. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Yeah, but Nuno left in less. That's true. That is so true, Tequila. That is so very true. Nuno defensively was a hell of a lot better. We just couldn't score. But here's Tottenham now. Mickey van der Ven. Tottenham pressing up high. Good little football. But again, Tottenham couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery. We lose the ball. And again, Richarlison, for the love of God, can somebody please tell him he's not a footballer? I know 5-year-olds that are better footballers than him. And that says a lot about the 5-year-old. But here's Tottenham now. Oh, God, Tottenham and Palace, and then he threw it all the way back to Vicario. Please do not pass that from the back, Vicario. Please do not pass it. What's Vicario do? Pass it out from the back. Now, kick it. Don't pass it. I swear to God, I don't know what it is passing out from the back nonsense is. It's bloody bullshit. Gray. Porro all the way back to Vicario. If you wonder what Vicario is wearing today, He's like an orange. Put it this way, do you remember the Tango advert of the 90s? He's dressed like one of them. And if you're not old enough to remember the Tango advert of the 90s, go and ask your mum and dad. Yeah, Gerard is run by AI. It's 10 minutes 30. I don't know what time it is on my AI thing. I've got no, we're 2 minutes ahead. This is all run by AI, so this is all totally out of my control. It's a new system I'm using for watch-alongs going forward. So I hope you like it, by the way. I hope you like my new watch-along setup. All different stats. I will get it perfectly done for the next one, but yeah, the clock is one of them. I wish I was AI tequila. It would save me doing these watch-alongs, being put through the misery of doing them. I know, so much for technology. You're so right. Anyway, back to Henderson. Henderson now doing a little bit, but Charleston nearly gets the ball off Henderson, but doesn't. Here's Gooey. Gooey now plays it out to the right-hand side. Palace on the break again. Good tackle, and that was from Bergville. Bergville back to Bentacle. Bentacle with the ball. Dalian. Just past the fucking thing. Danso with the ball. Still Dalian on the ball. Plays it to Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven to Jed Spence on the left-hand side. He goes back to Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven nearly got caught out and does get caught out. And Palace are on the break. Here's Wharton. Wharton with the ball. Plays it now to Hughes. Tottenham, Dalian in defence here, but still haven't got away. Here's Klein for Palace against Jed Spence. Jed Klein goes all the way back now to the Palace's number 8. Here's Wharton. Wharton goes past with Charleston like he wasn't there. Goes by Spence like he wasn't there. Klein gets a low ball in. Tottenham out. Here's Divavio. It's again. Oh my God. Vicario out of nowhere. It was offside anyway. But Tottenham's defence stand like statues. Didn't know what to do. And there was the Palace keeper. And Vicario, for luck no judgment, was there to save it with his body. And but a lovely he was offside, but it was just one-touch football. Got deflected, and there was Vicario. Luck by judgment, I think, but offside as well. Hello, well, bit up for the Red Dwarf reference. I see Duncan. Oh, I get it, bud. I get it. I get it, but it is. But Tottenham have not started well at all, guys. We have not started well. Palace, the far better team. It shows, I tell you one thing, it shows lack of confidence in our team. It really does, how much lack of confidence we have. Palace are full of confidence, passing it around. Just really, our defense is just ready to be open like a can of baked beans when you put on your toast for your egg, for your beans and toast. It's just unreal. I mean, points in the away games, we got highest points this season, 63.6. Palace are second at 61.5. So Tottenham do have a better away record than a home record, but a win is vital today. If we lose today, and then we've got Brentford away in New Year's Day, a game again you can see live here on THFC Till I Die. Every Tottenham game, home and away, will be covered here live. But Palace just look more comfortable in the ball. They look more comfortable. Tottenham don't. I'd be switching it around. I'd be switching Morani and Richarlison around. Put Richie on the left, Morani up front. I wouldn't be keeping it this way. I think Bergville's there doing well in midfield. Bentancur sitting back, doing the sort of 6 role with Archie Gray. Oh, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyway, here's Klein again. And the key, I mean, Rainman was right when he said in our predicted lineup, you know, Porro and Spence have a job today. And they haven't pushed up on Mitchell or Klein at all. Ball goes in. But here's Klein. Beautiful ball. Palace again. Tottenham. Jed Spence, what you doing, man? And he gives away another needless free kick or a throw in. Really was. But here we go. Here's Palace now with a long throw in. 15 minutes gone. 0-0. Here at Selhurst Park. Richie doing his little bit of marshalling. Load of top. Fair play to the Spurs fans singing all their hearts out. Brilliantly done by them fans. Good header out from Richie. Doesn't go anywhere. It's higgledy piggledy in the box. Kudos does what any Tottenham player should do. If in doubt, give it a whack. And he does. It doesn't matter if it goes all the way back to Henderson. We could push up and get the ball back, but we just don't. Here's Klein. Klein goes back to their number 8. Palace just playing it round from the back at the moment. Bergwijn doing some pressing all the way back to Henderson. They are very sluggish, Brian. They are extremely sluggish. I mean, it looks like they've been on the piss all night. Wouldn't surprise me, this lot. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Here's Mickey van der Ven all the way back to Vicario. But there's still a long way to go in this game. 0-0. Come on. Let's get behind the boys. Come on. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. Come on. Here's Kudos now. Kudos with the ball. Here's Bergville now. Bergville on the right-hand side plays it into Kudos now. Kudos is going to check. 3 Palace players around him. Bergville does one touch first. Parro puts the ball in. Richie! My God, Tottenham have scored. And it's the pigeon man with Charlison. 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Come on. Richie again. Scores another goal. Yes. Come on. Tottenham 1. Palace 0. Get that in your pipe and smoke it. Let's build in it now. Let's get there. It was the first time that Kuda's got a bit of ball, bit of space on the right, and he does the pigeon dance. There he is. Richie gets another goal. We all slag him off. Yeah, I know, Carl. We've seen a goal. It's like Christmas has come really early. He is onside. Oh, was Bergville offside? Because he was in the passion of play. Now, I don't think he was. I don't think he was, but was it? It was a good Porro, brilliant. Now, was Richie offside? Oh, our VAR going to check this. Please give the goal. VAR are checking for a possible offside, and I think Bergville was offside. If I'm drawing the line, let's draw the line. His heel is offside. Oh, why does it take so long to get there? Can somebody draw a line? Seriously. There's too much technology in football. I mean, the linesman should know that now they're checking. Is it offside? Are we going to get a goal? Are we going to go 1-0 up? Are we going to go back to 0-0? Why is it taking them this long? Seriously. No goal. Oh, I hate VAR. I hate it with a passion. It's no goal. Oh, God's sake. Was it Bergville offside? Was it Richie offside? I think that's harsh. If in doubt, you give it to the attacking side. Bergville offside. Oh, come on. Well, you suppose you can't argue with it, can you? You can't. This is an automated system. Ah, yeah, his whole body's offside. But here's Palace now. And Bentancur and Vicario gets the ball. But Tottenham were 1-0 up. And very quickly, thanks to the AI running my scoreboard, chalks it up. Well done, I have to say. Here's Danso now to Bentancur. Bentancur now, the Uruguayan general, back to Mickey van der Ven, the quickest defender in the West. Here's Jed Spence, an English lion. Here's Morani, the French goat, all the way back. Now, where's he going to go? He goes all the way back to Vicario, to Mickey van der Ven. Archie Gray. Do you know what, Brian? I think we couldn't beat us. We couldn't beat a paper bag at the moment. Look, if we win today, I'd be overjoyed. We need a win, but 1 win in 9 is not good. But here's Richie. Is Richie going to get a second goal? Is Richie going to get a goal? No, he doesn't. Oh, fuck. Oh, Lord. I mean, good run by Richie. It was a good pass that was from Porro. Richie's first pass was absolutely atrocious. What a pass from Danso over the top. There was Richie. Oh, just took it down better on his. He should have took it down on his chest, then the left foot, but unlucky. I know, Tequila. I know, bud. Anyway, kick long up the field. 20 minutes gone. 0-0. Spurs were 1-0 up, but ruled out for offside. Richie did get the goal apparently, but here's Palace. Here's Palace now in the Tottenham penalty area. Palace looking for a penalty, not getting it. Here's Wharton now for Palace. Wharton now to Meta. Meta now. He shoots. Oh, got a deflection, and that's gone wide for a Crystal Palace Tottenham goal kick. Not a corner. I thought it got deflection there. But that's how Palace can do. They're very good. It was Danso who lost the ball. There was Meta with the ball. Wharton then lost it. Kicked out by Archie Gray. Palace get it back. Wharton with the ball again. There was Meta. And through the legs of Mickey van der Ven. Now, should have been corners? Have a look. No, it wasn't. Goal kick. Dragged it wide. But here's Tottenham again. Danso long up the field, looking to break. But Charleston doesn't get the ball. The ball goes way back to Henderson. And it starts at the back end for Palace again. I love Palace's ground, Selhurst Park. It's a throwback to the old days of football stadia, as it should be. I know they're looking to build their own stadium, aren't they, to build up on Selhurst Park. But here's Mickey van der Ven. Nobody's going to beat him. I don't know if you guys are old enough. Some of you are, but a bit like back in the day with Des Walker. He was the fastest defenders in the West. Big up to you guys who are watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you can. Really do. But I'd really be grateful if you can, guys. It'd be great to get us up to 2,370 by New Year's Eve. So we're not that far away. I'll get to your comment in a minute. Tequila, Kudos there with the ball. Kudos plays it to Archie Gray just outside the Tottenham area. Possession stats, successes, passes, and final third. 22 to Palace, 10 for Tottenham. It shows how bad we are. Just can't keep hold of the ball. Here's Wharton, and the referee does give a ball. Who do you prefer, Dermo, Brighton or Palace? And a yellow card as well to Archie Gray. So that's 2 players on 2 yellow cards. I'll be honest, yeah, I think I prefer Palace, if I'm being honest, Tequila. If I had to pick the 2, I like the way Palace play. They're more interesting to watch, by the way. That was his 3rd yellow card this season for Archie Gray. But for me, Palace, bud. How about you? Let me know who do you prefer, Brighton or Palace? Tequila? Let me know, bud. But anyways, Wharton with the free kick. What I wouldn't give for Tottenham go and put 100 million in. Right, there you go, Palace. You're going to keep Wharton or take it. I know that. It's good. All the way back to Vicario. Yeah, you've been diplomatic and sitting on the fence. You led me into that one, you git. Oh, big up to you, Tequila. Here's Jed Spence down the left. Can he run down the wing? He can. Running like a gazelle. Puts the ball in, trying to get Morani through, but Palace get it back. And now here's Palace now. Hughes. Wharton back now to it's Wharton back to their defensive centre backs, playing 3 at the back. There's no pressing from the Tottenham players either. I mean, if that was me and the Palace players got the ball, I'd be running, pressing, closing the angles down. But there's none of that. Tottenham giving them too much space, too much time to actually make a decision. Where am I going with the ball? Who am I going to pass it through to? And there's none of that. Tottenham just showing them too much respect. We need to get back to the days where we didn't show teams as much respect as we do. Klein put the ball through there, but good defending that was for Jed Spence. Here's Morani now. Morani loses it, but here's Wharton for Palace. Palace now to Divney. Divney now. And Palace going to have a shot. Oh, it was all over 45 yards from Yemi, but it was over the bar for their number 10, Yemi. I think Yemi is his name. Domo, would you take Gladstone over Frank? I think that's a silly question to give you. Know my thoughts on that. I would take what was his name? I would take Mr. Blobby over Thomas Frank. Let's put it that way. I think Mr. Blobby would do a better job. I mean, it was it was a good goal from Richie as well. Very good goal from Richie, showing that he was onside, but Bergville needs to be more aware of his surroundings, more aware of where he is. But his kudos now running more centrally to Jed Spence. Tottenham starting to come into it a little bit more now in the last couple of minutes. Is Archie Gray. Yeah, big up to James Richmond. Big up to you, James. Merry Christmas to you, bud. I hope you're doing well, buddy. But here's Porro now. Porro puts it down the wing, looking for Bergville. Bergville doesn't get it, and it all goes out. Thomas Frank doing a lot of this and doing a lot of this and doing a lot of pointing. And I think he's trying to design a new dance on the touchline, if I'm being honest. Why do you think Glasgow would do any better than Frank with this? I think the players are, I think, to your point, you always ask the good questions, Tequila. That's why I like working with you. You always ask me the difficult questions, which is a good thing. I think Glasner, for the squad he's got at Palace and the players he has, don't forget he won them an FA Cup last season. He's only been in not even 2 years, and he's done more at Crystal Palace than Ange did in 2 years. Um, I think he'll have us organised better. I think the 3-4-3 is a better system to use than the 4-3-2-1, which I don't think suits us. Morani gives away a stupid free kick. Palace do. He rolling around saying he got shoved in the face. I mean, this is just pathetic, borderline embarrassing. Jed Spence runs in, pushes Wharton Hughes away. Jed Spence and Richie and Bentancur now getting involved. Just get on with it, for fuck's sake. You're acting like a bloody load of lads outside a nightclub fighting over a handbag. Well, here's Mickey Van der Ven. See, did he touch his face? Did he touch his face? I am sorry. I am sorry. He should be booked for some. He should be booked for. I know you like to poke Yogi Bear. I'm sorry. He didn't touch him. For fuck's sake, get up. I'm sorry. If you did that in GAA, they'll laugh you out of Ireland. Bloody players, the football players are a bunch of windbags. I know he's one of our own, but he's one of our players. But come on, call the a spade a spade. That's just pathetic. Palace get the free kick. Doesn't put it in, takes it short. That's interesting. Here's Palace now, put it in. Heads the ball, goes across. Oh, just over the bar. And that was a warning sign for Tottenham. Twice now we've had this warning sign where we've given Mata a little bit of space. If you had that on target, that could have been dangerous. But Palace again trying something different. Spurs were waiting for the ball coming in. Hughes puts a beautiful ball in, a lovely header back from the number 5, and there was Palace's 14 Meta. Couldn't put the ball on target, but again, another warning sign for Tottenham. Another warning sign. Domo, if you're in a bar fight, which Spurs page would you like to be? None of them, because none of them would all run out the door. Apart from Romero, because we all know Romero likes a good fight. So there you go. No, I aren't going to say Johnson. He's another windbag. You know, I got a lot of respect for Johnson. Seems a nice lad. Any lad that has a picture of their man as a screensaver, big up to him. Absolute big up to him for that. But as a footballer, he's let that Europa League win go to his head. And also, Luke Shaw did get that goal in the final. I've sort of taken it away from him now because I think he's an idiot. I think if he goes anywhere like Palace or West Ham or Fulham, somewhere like that, I think you could build a team around Brendan Johnson. I just don't think he's a big club player. But Palace now starting to get again. Tottenham would just keep falling asleep. We keep losing the ball. I don't know why I do this to myself. Every watch along, I think we're going to win. Ball goes in. Oh, God, that's again. Palace are just whipping the balls in, and Tottenham are just standing there. They're not first to the ball. There's no fight in this midfield. I mean, the ball went loose. Where's Morani putting the foot in? Where was Bentancur? The ball goes in again, and again, Palace then on target, but they're having no chances. Please, Vicario, don't do what you kick the beeping ball. Stop playing it round. Jesus, it's not schoolyard football. Okay, Dermo. Okay, the easier one. Which Spurs player would you most like not to be in? All of them, apart from Romero. Because I think all of them haven't got the bottle of a. I mean, I'm from Ireland. I watch a lot of GAA. Half of these players, here's Kudos. I will get back to my point in a minute, and Kudos loses it. Yeah, and he completely loses it. He ran into a brick wall. I'm sorry, footballers in general wouldn't last 5 minutes in GAA. I'm sorry, they wouldn't. Anyone from Ireland knows about GAA will get it. Tequila knows a little bit about it because me being Irish, he knows I talk about it. But the likes of Philip Bray or Gerrard will know what I'm on about. They wouldn't last 5 minutes. This Tottenham time with 29, sort of 30 minutes into the game, and Palace have been the better side. Truly and honestly, that's me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or be biased. I think Palace have been the better side. We've been shite. But 0-0, you're always in the game, aren't you? We did have the ball in the back of the net, but it was ruled out for offside due to Bergville. But Palace again, just Morani losing the ball for the umpteenth time. He still goes down. The referee, what's he giving here? He's blowing the whistle. Morani now is going to get a yellow card from Gillette, guarantee it. I mean, I know Gillette wants his eagle pie and a bit of pudding. Do you think he's asked for a bottle of wine as well? Do you think he has to send a player off to get that? He hasn't been bright. That's I get it, right? I do get it. Vicario hasn't been tested, but I just want to see a bit of fight from our midfield or a bit of fight from somebody. I just not seeing anything at the moment. It's just really frustrating. It really makes you beg the question: are they really playing for Frank, or is this just we'll do 90%, but the last 10% we're going to leave for the next manager? There's Glasner already with Yemi getting his tactics across, trying to say where he wants him to go. What's bloody even the coaches are talking to another Palace player. What's Thomas Frank doing? Standing there with his hands in his pockets, thinking, "Oh, goody, it's Sunday. You know, I'm doing fuck all." Another question then. Perhaps you're Roy. Perhaps pretend you're Roy Keane and you get signed to Spurs in your prime. You're walking into the current locker room. Who do you punch first? I'd have them all lined up if I was Roy Keane. I'd have them all lined up, and the first one I'd probably punch would be Richarlison for not scoring goals. It's Lima who's coming back on. Rocky's available to take over. Oh God, yeah. Can you imagine him? I do you know what, Tequila. You're a fan of the 90s side, and I was the 80s and the 90s. This Starkey Dermo is here. My mission is complete. I can tell you, you know how to get me to come out. But here's Tottenham again. Here's Morani. Palace Tottenham lose it. Here's Jed Spence. Tries to do a little backhill. Pentacle to Morani. Morani with the ball. Plays it to Pentacle. Pentacle back to Jed Spence. Just 30 yards. 35 yards outside the Tottenham Palace penalty area. Here's Porro now. Once down the right wing. Puts the ball in. Richie tries to get it back. Pentacle gets it back. Good stuff from Spurs here. Go on, Kudus. Put the ball in. Would you stop playing around? Put the ball in the net. Now we're going backwards. Yeah, go all the way back to Vicario, please. I dare you. There you go. You know, Jesus. The idea of football, Tottenham, is to score goals and win matches, not to go back like a retreating army. Jesus. I mean, watching Tottenham play football at the moment, it's probably just like watching a bunch of Vesca. I mean, I'm going to say this out now. With 33 minutes into the game, we haven't had a shot on target or a shot at target. I mean, Palace have had 5 shots and 3 on target. So work that out. Again, this is another Thomas Frank masterclass of how to let another team win. But you go, oh, damn, so why do I do this to myself? Seriously, why? Should be like Mrs. Tron watching a nice movie. That's what I should be doing. Yeah, I want to know which Kuba, which is the wind, who's in the windmill. I want to know that as well, actually. You got me thinking on that. Anyway, 33 minutes gone, 0-0. Palace the better side by far. But you would expect the home team to come out a little bit. But this is just, if we get to half time, again, without having a shot on target, or even a shot on goal, I think something has to give. We can't keep going on like this. Oh, God, giving away from Jed Spence again. Oh, and it's straight into the arms again from Wharton to Vicario. But Jed Spence, again, trying this little back heel. You ain't Maradona or Messi, Jed Spence. Again, please stop this shite. Oh, how not to show. Yeah, apparently it came up in the stats. They don't allow. I think I'm not sure on that, Giant, but I think if a ghost is allowed to take away the shot as well, I think. Here's Archie Gray. Archie Gray down the wing. Here's Kudos now. Kudos with the ball. Jips back. Still got the ball. Goes all the way back to Danso. Danso got the ball. He checks. He swivels. He turns it round. Tries to put the ball in for Porro. Porro there. All the way back to Henderson. Henderson kicks it long up the field. Tottenham again. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Quite happily. And Jed Spence. I did say on Dave's show would take a point. So, I wouldn't be too If it was a 0-0, I wouldn't be too unhappy. But here's Palace, good tackle from Jed Spence. Here's Spence now from Van der Ven to Spence. Spence to Kudos now. Kudos on the right. Kudos put the ball in, looking for Ritchie, doesn't get it. He says he was fouled. The ball goes out, and the ball goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. Big up to Rain. It says when you see a Palace players not uh, to be fair, I have more fun trying to catch Dermo out and get him hyped for no reason than watching. I know you guys do. I know some of you do. Like, I mean, the Cockrell Clock podcast is coming back in January for transfer news, so it is returning. It's been taken out of mothballs, so the Cockrell Clock podcast is coming back, guys. Here's Porano. He's going to have a crack. He is, and that ball's so high that it's now going past Jupiter at the moment. To be fair, every stream now, my mission is to release the Kraken. No, I mean to release Saki Dermo. Anything else after that is a bonus. Yeah. Brennan Johnson, no goals or assists in his last 13 Premier League appearances for Tottenham. Says a lot about Brennan Johnson. Oh, we've got Gerrard. What a shot. Was that the Porro shot, Gerrard? Yeah, it was so fantastic. There's Steve Parrish and Mark Bright. Your mate's up in the director's box, Tequila. Steve Parrish, a person you don't particularly like, who took Palace off you, if I'm right, Did it land in Dublin, Gerard? It landed in the Liffey. Wow, that was some ball. Oh my God, we just scored a goal from the halfway line. Cool. Let's see. Here's Ritchie now. Palace now with the ball. I know you're trying to catch me out, unless you're about 5 minutes ahead of me. Points after 17 games. This is our worst run of games. Hang on. Here's Palace. Here's Klein. Klein on the left wing, trying to get good defending by Jed Spence. There's Morani. Don't pay it out. Morani just loses the ball, as he normally does. The ball goes across, gets deflected, and it goes out for a Tottenham goal kick. Yep, I had to sell Palace. I used to own it. Yeah, I know you did, mate. Do you know what, Coover? It says it all, doesn't it? That Palace's midfield is so much better than our midfield. We are so bad. Dermo, tell everyone that. Yeah, put it in the chat. Is it the worst home record? Yeah, it is. The worst. You told me this actually the other day. We were talking for Christmas, I think, and you said we had the worst home record since 1915. I mean, when me and Tequila were there. I mean, Tequila was at the match doing the. I was doing the watch along. He was at the game, talking to all 20 fans that turned up, or 2,000 fans that turned up back in them days. And Jed Spence does get the ball, does ball go out, and it goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. Coming up, 38 minutes gone, nil. It must be the most Tottenham are playing woeful. But yeah, we won the FA Cup in the 90th. So there is hope. Yeah, there is hope. There is hope. I mean, the stat that it's actually true from 1951. Yeah, he did. Do you know what? I was thinking about that program the other day, Tequila Quantum Leap. Somebody said on YouTube it was the most bizarre ending to a TV show because he just kept leaping. Oh, here's Palace now. Here's Palace. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell for Palace. He puts a cross in. Oh, header out. That was for Mickey van der Ven. Bright. Please stop trying to say you're good. Just whack it. Spence, there's Bentacle. Bentacle trying to put it through. Here's Ritchie now. Tottenham now on the break. Here's Ritchie. And yeah, Ritchie just gives up. He started to run and he thought, do you know what? I ain't going to bother. I mean, seriously. Here's Palace again. There's more fight in this Palace side than we have in our little finger. They're outplaying us completely, Palace. It's been one-way traffic, apart from the odd time we have got out. But here's Hughes, who shoots. Oh, just over the bar. And again, Tottenham are not learning their lessons. They're not closing them down. And the more we give Palace space, the more we give these players to iron their shot, they're going to score from one. Again, it was Mitchell again. We're not closing down the win-backs. Porro and Spence ain't doing their jobs. They should be up there, closing them down. And Glasgow knows all these chances that Palace are missing, one is going to be on target. Yeah, I haven't watched it in years, Tequila. I have to I have to go back and watch it. Maybe I'll find it a movie box, but I wouldn't mind watching Quantum Leap. Again, it was really a good series. Richie with the header. Here's Morani now. Morani now. Is he going to have a crack? Go on, have a crack. Have a crack. Oh, good defending. The ball's gone out. What's he going to have for a goal kick? It's a corner. He's looking for hands. Now, I just wondering if VAR got now. Why am I asking VAR getting into this? VAR won't do it. A good header on. That was good header from Bergville as well into Morani. Morani, run, 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 run. And there was Guri. Good shot from the Palace captain. Good defending as well. But there was about to have a crack. Now, the ball did go through his legs and touch his hand. I've seen them given. I don't know VAR looking at it. I doubt it. But you'll have to see what happened. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Here's Porro now. Tottenham's first corner. I think it's the first corner of the game, actually. And it's gone to Tottenham. So are we? Goes for most corners this year. We've got 8. Arsenal on 10. Chelsea 8. Fulham and Man United on 7. But are Tottenham going to take a shot lead here? Haven't had a shot or a shot on target, apart from the disallowed goal, which they took away. So anyway, here's Porro. He's put his arm up in the air. He's going to whip it in. He does whip it in brilliantly. Oh, header back out. It's bundling around, and it's a goal. It's Archie Gray. Tottenham has scored.
Yeah.
And Tottenham Hotspur for not having a shot, not a shot on target. The first corner of the game, a header came back in from Morani, and there was Archie Gray. Porro, just shut the F up and just get on with it. There was Archie Gray to put a bundle of the ball in the net. Tottenham take a lead, and it was Palace missed opportunity. I said it. Tottenham would get one opportunity and they would score. But the corner kick comes in. Good header back. That was from Danso, by the way. Flick on by Richie. And there was Archie Gray to put it into an empty net. Again, the ball comes in. Was it Morani or Danso? Let's see. It was Morani. Again, sets him off. There was Richie with the flick. A little flick on by Richie. And there was Archie Gray to put the ball in the back of the net as well. A lovely bit of football from Richie. Richie flicks it on, gets another assist. And there was Archie Gray put into a back of a helpless Henderson net. Come on. There you go. Now, let's go and get another. Let's go and get another and another and another. Let's go and win this 4-0. Have you really, Carla? I hope you got tissues. But here's Tottenham now. Come on. We've got 3 minutes plus injury time. The ball goes all the way in. Tottenham 1, Palace 0 against the runner play as well. But we should have been 2-0 up, but for the offside goal. So Tottenham have had their 2 opportunities. They've taken both big chances, by the way. But here's Danso again. Danso runs it out brilliantly, plays it into Richie. Richie gives the ball away. Palace now are going to have to come out. So Palace now will leave a lot of Spence. Here's Klein now. Klein against Spence. Klein keeps it in. It goes all the way back to the number 8. Palace now starting from the back again. Tottenham now playing 3. I think they're playing a 4. Or here's Hughes now. Hughes beats Bergville. Bergville done brilliantly there. Bergville done absolutely great there. Puts the ball off to Richie. Richie now. Can Tottenham grab a second? Here's Kudos now. Kudos tries to put Bergville in. Bergville tries to put... Oh, trying to find Kudos. Couldn't find it in. Tottenham playing some one-touch football. Some good stuff from Spurs since they've scored the goal in the last couple of seconds. But here's Palace. Again, starting at the back. Again, we're not closing down the fullbacks, and that's worrying for me. That is very worrying for me. We need to start closing down these fullbacks. Yeah, Kiva, look, you and me are from an age, aren't we, bud? Where do you know we expect more. But that's his first senior goal in 112. That's his first goal ever in football, in pro football, after 112 career appearances. So big up to Archie Gray. Ball goes forward from Tottenham. Richie looking for it. Good header out from Palace. Archie Gray again looking to set Richie up. Doesn't find the ball. Coming up now to half time. We've got a minute to go. I don't know how many minutes of half time. Minutes, I say, be a couple of minutes. Anyway, guys. I knew you'd come up with something like that, Cooper. We have got probably 2 minutes of time added on. 4 minutes of time added on. So Palace have an opportunity here. Tottenham need to keep their heads. Let's not drop the concentration yet. Because the problem is if Palace get an equaliser, I think our heads will drop. I think we've got to be confident now. We've got to concentrate on what we're doing. It's Palace now. He's going to go left. He's going to go right. He doesn't. Palace have had more possession, more shots on goal, more shots on target. We haven't really played in this first half. We got lucky with the goal, to be fair. But here's Klein now. Klein heads it back. Here's Palace now. Palace to Wharton. Wharton shoots, gets defending. Good defending by Spurs. Here's Klein again. Klein to Palace's number 8. Doesn't. Good stop from Richarlison. Richarlison now to Morani. Morani back to Jed Spence. Jed Spence now tries to do one, but loses the ball. Again, you idiot. Seriously. Here's, oh, God. And Palace, I think that was Wharton. Tried to whip the ball in from the right-hand side, and it just goes over the top of everyone. Doesn't sound that deserved by those stats, but Beggars, yeah, exactly. Beggars can't choose the killer wins the win. 3 points is 3 points. I would see Gladstone getting into his side at half-time and reorganising some stuff because their finishing hasn't been great, but we haven't been great. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. We have not been great. Match stats, 3 shots, 1 on target for Tottenham. Here's Vicario. Kicks it long up the field. About time he decided to take a goal kick. Good header flick on by Richie. Palace get it back. Here is Van der Ven with the header. Good defending by Mickey Van der Ven. Captain of the day. Good header again from Mickey Van der Ven. But here's Wharton. Wharton from Palace. Wharton against Gray. Gets it in. Don't know how he got that ball in. But Palace looking to come back. Good double acting there from Spence and Mickey Van der Ven, who gets the ball away. But Tottenham don't clear their lines properly. Now, here's Hughes. Hughes puts it out of line to Mitchell. Mitchell it was a lovely bit of one-touch football from Palace. Tottenham just can't get the ball away. Just if in doubt, give it a whack. But here's Tottenham. Tottenham do get the free kick from Hughes. Porro now acting all big man. Hughes gets booked. Porro, just shut the F up and do your job. Instead of being all of this. I mean, you made more out of it. You felt your leg be chopped off. Jesus. Yeah, it's me, Carl, as well. Don't care. If we win, we'll take it. Exactly. That's his 4th yellow card of the season, Will Hughes. I think the ref's not been too bad, actually, as the game's gone on. I know I was quite critical of him at the beginning, but I think he's reffed the game well, actually. He's let the game flow, which is what you want to see. It hasn't been stop, start. It's been ref pretty well. I think anyone's an improvement on the ref we had against Liverpool. Here's Palace now. I will get to your question, Tequila, at half time, bud, if that's all right. But here's a Meta now. Meta the ball, the French international against Danso and Bentancur. Danso there does this. Yes, come on. He does. He likes that. He gets in these tackles. He's pleased with himself. He's achieved something in the game. He's achieved a tackle. Let's get ourselves psyched up for that. It's a throw into Spurs anyway. Here's Porro. Coming up now, I think, to a minute left in the first half, guys. Here's now Palace now. Can Tottenham hold out? Again, good stuff from Richie. Richie again loses the ball for the umpteenth time, but he doesn't. Tottenham get it back. Here's Bergville. Bergville now on the left-hand side. 2 or 3 Palace around him. Loses the ball. Palace now on the break. This will be the last attack, I think, for Palace in this first half. Danso trying to get... Oh, Danso loses the ball. Palace now. Mitchell. Is Mitchell going to get a crossing? He is. He's not. He's been pushed back from Porro. This is what I want to see our fullbacks do. And the referee has blown the whistle. There's Mickey Van der Ven clapping everyone. Good first half, guys. We've got to go. Let's keep it going. Oh, bless you. But at half time, it is Palace 1-0. Tottenham Hotspur 1. Archie Gray with his first goal in Premier League football. So big up to Archie Gray. Right, to keep this question. Right. Dermo, if you could give Vicario one piece of life advice, what would it be? If I'm given one piece of life, I mean, are you talking life or football life? Life, just be yourself and treat others how you want to be treated yourself. Um, Look after your parents, family, all that jazz. Footballing wise, stop blaming others for your mistakes. That's the one bit of advice I would give them. Guys, I have quickly need to go and get a drink, get set, and I will come back in a couple of minutes. But while we do that, I want you to listen to our mate Colin, because this channel for the whole of the 25-26 season is being sponsored by Private Internet Access, your only way to watch Tottenham everywhere, home and away, even on holiday, and you're missing your favourite shows of EastEnders or Coronation Street, or you want to watch the latest thing on Netflix USA. Get this, I have it, it's the best VPN around, and get it because also March the 20th, live on Netflix, the Peaky Blinder, the movie's coming out, which I cannot wait. I'm really pumped for that. But you don't want to hear about Private Internet about me. You want to hear from the man himself, the man of many different colors, the man who we know he's a Spurs fan, but he says in Man United, but in heart we know he's a Tottenham fan. A man of many years of. He's 112 years old and he looks great for his age. But here he is, his column telling about Private Internet.
Let me talk to you. A little reference there, but I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you about Private Internet Access, the best VPN in the land. Now, when you're online, you may not realize, but all of your data is there for the taking by anybody. With a VPN such as Private Internet Access, your data is safe and secure, streamlined, and nobody else can get hold of it. That's why I use one anyway. VPN's very easy to use. Private Internet Access, all you got to do is log on your phone, select where you want to be. So I want to be in America, and I click go, and there we are. You can also link up your devices to it from your phone if that is easier for you. It's available on a lot of platforms as well. As you can see, you can use it for a very, very big range of things. So that's even better as well. You can use it, like I said, on all your devices, smartphone, tablets, gaming consoles, and stick it on your modem. And it's unlimited devices. One equals all. It's available all across the world, and it works perfectly. What they do is they mask your IP address, so pesky 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't an issue anymore, and they're independently audited, so there's no logs, 30 million customers, and 4.5-star Trustpilot rated excellent review. Private Internet Access. Get yours now.
And yes, do get yours now. To help them, it helps us as well. First half, not great by Spurs. You can see from the stats there yourself. Not brilliant stats. Palace majority better stats than Spurs. But a win here does take us up the table, which is a good thing. Which is good. Gets us out of that gets us top 12, I think. I didn't move actually to keep I walk around my sitting room just because of my back. If I look at the league now, where it's going to take us, I'm going to go through the stats at the moment here on the Premier League website, guys. And look, we haven't had a great 2025, but I think if we could end off with a win today, I think for me that will set us up brilliantly for the first game of the new year. So let's go through the stats as well, because Sunderland did draw 1-1 with Leeds today, which was very good for us. So it didn't really drop down any other places. But let's go through the stats here. And the stats are as followed. The momentum, top stats, 56.8 possession for Palace, 43.2 for Tottenham. XG, 0.54 for Palace, 0.54. So equal XG. Total shots, 9 in total for Palace, 2 on target. No big chances, no corners, and no saves. And Tottenham Hotspur, 3 total shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance. That was the goal they took. 1 corner and 2 saves. If you look at the attack, Palace have had 4 shots, 2 shots on target, 4 shots off target, 2 inside the box, 5 outside the box. Tottenham Hotspur here, 3 shots, 1 on target, 1 off target. and 1 shot outside the box. Total crosses completed 10. So 10 for Palace, 10%. Tottenham are 5 with 40%. I don't get the 10% bit, that bit a little bit. Possession wise now, total passes 262, 84% for Palace, 201, 74. So Palace are beating us on the total passes, they're beating us on the long passes, they're beating us on the through balls, and they've had more touches than us. They've had 16 touches inside our box, when we've only had 7 inside of Crystal Palace's box. With the higher on defense, 63% for tackles won, 3 blocks to 5 to Spurs, 7 interceptions to 1 for ours, 10 clearances, 14 for Spurs, 2 saves for Tottenham as well. Physical total dribbles, Palace beats on that as well. 12 total dribbles to Tottenham's 8, 3 successful dribbles to our 2, 22 with 1 more duels, 29 out of for Palace's 22, 13 aerial duels won as well out of Palace's 7. Distance covered 56.27 kilometers by Palace and 57.25 kilometers for Tottenham. 2 yellow cards from Spurs booked in the first half. Jed Spence and Kevin Danso. I think it was Will Hughes that was booked for Crystal Palace. 3 fouls to 4 in Tottenham's favour, 1 offside each. So if you look at the stats, really, Palace have had more of the game, better the game. I want to say welcome a few people in. Well done for Dome to get back in time. Big up Tequila. Big up Wayne. I know Tequila, but he still needs to use it. He's like one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, relying solely on his right leg. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Spence left foot is shocking. Nelly as bad as his right. I think it's bad as always. I don't know. Bring on the Great Dane. Richie Pigeon needs to get gone. Big up to Rodney. We need to spend the big money in January to give it a go. There is a show coming out New Year's Eve on our. It's sort of our pre-transfer Eve show where we're going to give you all the latest details and that. I'm putting it together now. Got a massive update, so I am putting it together now. No stand-up quality in this squad. We need to sort that. We couldn't challenge a fatty at an all-you-can-eat buffet, let alone a Premier League. That's true. But guys, yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of that first half. Do you want substitutions changed? Do you want it changed a little bit? Not being funny, Brendan shouldn't be leaving. He ain't that bad. I'm sorry, Spurs side chat. I'm sorry. Brendan Johnson, for me, he doesn't give you anything. Tell me, what does he bring you? Nothing. So I think if we get 30 million for him, take it. Absolutely take it. Do you know, I'm pleased we're 1-0 up, but this is 90 minutes, isn't it? It's about, he scores what? He's had no goals on. Hang on, this is a stat. So let me put this into your thinking, Spurs side chat. He hasn't scored or created a goal in the last 13 games for Tottenham. Brendan Johnson, as a winger, your main job is to create chances and score goals, but also create chances. He doesn't do that. So if somebody's going to come in and offer me 30 million from him, I'm going to take it because he's not good enough. Richie needs to go, but I think Richie would be more of a summer signing than a January signing, in my honest opinion. Then what is he then? What is Brendan Johnson if he's not a winger? He's not a striker. He's not a number 10. Then what is his best position? I mean, Brendan Johnson's the biggest question of our time. What does he do? I think Tell would do a better job on the left, but Tell doesn't want to be here either. Tell wants to go. So I think, look, let's take a positive. We're 1-0 up. Let's start from there. Let's see how we start the second half, because I've said it before. If Palace score, our heads will drop. And we will concede another goal. And it's up to Thomas Frank to be quick off the mark, to be quick with his managing decision. This is a massive 45 minutes for Thomas Frank. Massive 45 minutes. And if we do win today, let's not all start getting onto the usual jumping on the bandwagon of, oh, Thomas Frank, yeah, we won a game. We have to back it up against Brentford on New Year's Day. If we don't back it up against them, and then the games come thick and fast. Between today and the 10th of January, we've got a game every 3 days. So basically, between now and the 10th of January is going to be rest, play, rest, recuperate, play. Rest, play, recuperate, play. It's got to be that. And we need to get players in. We need to start the 1st of January. Right, we're getting 2 players in. We're getting him in. Right, put him into the squad. It's just, we need to show that we are. I keep saying Tottenham are a big club. Well, we need to start acting like one. And I get it. Look, I'm not Thomas Frank's fan. I think he should be sacked. But who do we get in? Who do we get in to replace Thomas Frank? I mean, we're all saying we want Poch back, but Poch won't be there to the summer. So look, till we're out of the FA Cup, Frank should be still in the job. If we go out the FA Cup against Aston Villa, and we're sort of out the question for European places, which I think Tequila was spot on when he said between 10th and I think 8th and 10th. Did you say, Tequila? Maybe correct me in the chat. But I mean, we need to now start today as we mean to go on. But I've got no confidence in this team. If we can see this out, brilliant. We build on it. But it's a massive 45 minutes between Tottenham Hotspur and the players and the manager. They've really got to show what they mean. Right, we are going to get started a little bit in a minute. Just give us 2 minutes. Paratage time. Yeah. Look, New Year's Day, of course, Liverpool, Leeds, Palace, Fulham are at 5. Of course, Tottenham are an 8 o'clock kickoff. It's the last game. We're on at the same time as Man City, actually. But yeah, I mean, I'm going through it after the whistle, and our fixtures coming up. It's just we need to start how we mean to go on. We really do. It's just at the moment, I don't get it. I don't get Spurs. It's just they're frustrating to watch at the moment. They really are. And I don't get it. I don't get why we can turn up to Liverpool, but we can't turn up to like against Nottingham Forest. And we haven't played particularly well in this first half, but we are 1-0 up, which for me is more of a good thing than that. But fixtures coming up. We have got Palace today, which we're winning 1-0. Then on the 1st, Brentford away. On the 4th of January, we've got Sunderland at home. The 7th of January, we've got Bournemouth away. And then on the 10th of January, Saturday, 5:45 I think it's 5:45 kickoff. We're at home to Aston Villa. And then we get a break then. And then, of course, we're into the Champions League games where we've got Dortmund. Is it Dortmund? Yeah, Dortmund at home, and then Frankfurt away. So, it's going to be, and then we've got Burnley in the middle of that as well, and West Ham. So we've got a busy January coming up. We really do. But Spurs are back out in the team. There's Archie Gray, the first our goal scorer for our leading goal. No changes for either side, I don't think, as well. And it is Tottenham to get us off on the way. If you look at the Palace, blue and white striped shirts, blue shorts, blue and white socks. Tottenham all in yellow with blue trim on socks and shoulders. Points from losing positions. Palace only 1. They're down. I think they've only lost 1 point from losing positions. So Palace do have a knack of coming back into the second half and winning games when they're on the back foot. But ball goes out, Jed Spence gets it, and it's Tottenham start off the second half with a throw-in. Brian says, would Mate be worth a punt in the transfer window? Very best. Yeah, again, I get it. For me, no, but we have to see. But his Jed Spence, Tottenham start well. Tottenham now started very well in the second half, and the Palace player gets a yellow card. Gillette shows them that, and it is a free kick to Spurs just outside the Palace area. Jed Spence goes past one, goes past two, and it was Lackeris for Palace who brings Spence down, and it's a yellow card. So good stuff from Spurs second half. So we're only a couple of seconds in, a minute into the game. Tottenham have a chance to make it 2-0 and really put this game to bed. There's Spence and Burfield giving each other some encouragement. It is number 23. It's Porro with the ball. Spanish international. Is he going to have a crack? Is he going to shoot from here? It's right in the angle, by the way. It's a really difficult angle. Puts his arm up in the air. He is going to put the ball in and straight into the arms of Henderson, who then says, "Thank you very much, Porro. I like that early Christmas Palace present." And brings it out. But here's Mitchell now for Palace. Down the wing. Palace now. Oh, God. Here's Palace now. They're already inside the Tottenham area already. The Palace striker hasn't really done a lot. He's not holding up the ball well enough. And Tottenham defenders are finding it a bit easy for him to play against. But it's all about taking chances, isn't it? We took our chance. Palace haven't had a chance yet. But here's Palace now. He was fouled. The referee says no free kick. I think the referee's been fair today, actually. I have to say. Been quite impressed with the referee. Though he did want his eagle pie, but he ain't going to get it. Here's Tottenham now. Mitchell back to the Palace captain now. Bringing the ball forward. Tries to find Lemmy. Lemmy does. But here's Bentacle. Bentacle turns. Plays it back to Porro. Porro gets into a little bit of trouble. Gives the ball away. But here's Hughes now. Hughes comes in. Here's Palace inside the Tottenham area. Gets deflected. And it's gone out for Palace's first corner of the game. And Tottenham again, absolutely in sixes and sevens in the defence. There was Porro. Didn't even look where the ball was going. Hughes gets the ball in. And I think it was Lemmy. Lemmy had a crack and it got deflected. And it goes out for a Palace corner. Big up to Knights of Republic. He said, big up, Dermo. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Thank you so much. Really, really enjoyed it. Big up to Marco in 17. It has been shocking today, Marco, I have to say. We're very lucky, but here's Palace with the corner. Good header out again from Archie Gray, but Palace get the ball back. Here's, oh God, Tottenham in sixes and sevens again in their own defence. Overhead kick to get it out by Ritchie. Here's Mitchell now. Mitchell, Palace, ball goes back, and it is all the way back to Henderson. Henderson with the ball now. Kicks it long up the field. Tottenham looking. I'm sorry. It's just that bit. Here's Mitchell now. Mitchell with the ball from Palace. Hughes. Northern Irish international. Now to Wharton. Wharton trying to play through the middle. Doesn't get there, but Jed Spence does take the ball out. Archie Gray does. But Tottenham loses again. But is it a free kick? No, it's offside. Hughes asking, really, ref? Ready? Yeah, get on with it. It was offside. Big up to Matthew as well. Big up to the real 7-year Lewis. Big up Palace doing playing long book. Yeah. Big up to Matthew. Bonjour to you. Reigns getting back to Brian. Yeah, he is. He is better than our strikers, but is he that numbered strike? Is it that striker that's going to get you 15, 20 goals a season? No, it's not. And the ball goes out for a Tottenham was it Palace thrown or was it Spurs thrown? Oh, it's a Palace thrown. And there's Glasner. Of course, turned down a chance to extend his contract with Palace. Does that mean he wants to go somewhere else? Who knows? But we'll have to see what happens with Thomas Frank first. But here's Porro. Porro now to Kudus. Kudus back to Porro. Porro with the ball, plays it all the way back now to Danso. Danso goes all the way back now to Vicario. Vicario goes from left to right now. on the left-hand side with Jed Spence. Jed Spence trying to put Morani through. Morani's through. He's running down the wing. He's got acres of space in front of him. He's got Spence doing an overlap. Spence puts the ball in, and good defending. That was a quick break from Tottenham, a quick counter-attack football there, and it was brilliantly done. And there, look at the way Spence, he made up so much ground on Morani. Then Morani used him. There was Spence ready to put the cross into Bergville, but good defending. Palace. Tottenham get that second corner of the game. But Rory and Jed Spence is now limping a little bit, but there's Mickey van der Ven's up. Danso's up. Morani's up. Kudos is just outside the Palace penalty area. Archie Gray's back there. All gone back behind the Palace goal. There's about 6 or 7 8 Tottenham players there. Ready. Richie's there. Danso's there. Morani, Bentacle, Archie Gray, Mickey van der Ven. Porro with the corner. Bergville just outside the penalty areas with Kudos. The ball comes in. The ball flicks in. Oh, did that come off the line? It did. But here's Jed Spence, and Jed Spence is hobbling. He can hardly run back. He does get the ball back to Vigario. Vigario turns it on his feet from left to right. Ball goes forward. Flick on, that was from Kudos. Kudos loses the ball. Plays it to Guri to Palace. Palace now. But Jed Spence is limping. Is that an area they think Palace might try to exploit? Was it a knock, or will he be able to run it off? He's not running very well at the moment. He looks very uncomfortable. But here's Palace now. Palace put the ball in. Oh, good flick out that was from Bentancur. There's Morani. Palace still get the ball, but Tottenham lose it again in their own area. Ball goes in. Oh, flick out that was. But here's Mitchell. Mitchell is going to have a crack. Good defending that was from Bentancur. This is all hands to depth. And Kudos is there shouting and roaring at the players. Give me the ball. Get up, he's saying. But I am slightly worried about Jed Spence. He is hobbling a little bit on the left side. He keeps moving. I think it's his right leg. I don't know if he's picked up a knock. He hasn't pulled anything, so it's nothing serious, I don't think. But he's not looking good. But it's a throw-in to, or is it a corner? It's a long throw-in from Palace now. Can Tottenham defend this? It's Palace now with the long throw-in. He does. He puts it long in. Tottenham, good defending. That was from Bentancur, who's been really good today. Bentancur in that 6th row. Really played well. Ball goes all the way back to Henderson now. Henderson with the ball. Palace now trying to play it out. It's Hughes. Hughes now to Mitchell. Mitchell for Palace all the way back to Henderson. Tottenham not pressing. Richie not pressing really much. Henderson kicks it long up the field. Looking for Danso. Gets Danso ahead of the Palace player. And it's Palace still with the ball. Is Gooey now for Palace, the Palace skipper, who from the 1st of January can sign for anyone for free. His contract runs out at the end of the season. Be interesting to see who he is going to sign for, by the way. Here's Wharton. Hughes loses it. Porro loses it again. Palace looking to break through. Palace have been a bit more of an even game in the second half, actually. Tottenham have been very good in defence. That counter-attack was very good there about 5 minutes ago. But here's Morani, and he just completely loses the ball. And there was Thomas Frank doing that, clapping his hands on the touchline. Big up to Marco. I hope you had a great Christmas, Dermo. Much love and best wishes to you and your closest. Thanks so much, Marco. Same to you, Spod. Same to you as well. Okay, let's save money for wherever it is in it. Want to rally back whoever this chosen one is. Yeah, exactly. Problem is, we all want different managers, but until we get rid of some of the squad, as me and Tequila did do that show, didn't we? Over the squad. It shows the squad's in poor shape. But anyway, here's now Palace on the attack. Good stuff from Tottenham again. Tottenham. Oh, that was a let off. 6 yards out, and the Palace player blazes it over the top of the crossbar. But again, it's Tottenham's defense, not picking up players, not defending right. It was we are so lucky. We were so lucky. Absolutely. Good header back that was from Mitchell. And the number 55 for Palace, all he had to do anywhere. The goal was gaping. and he puts it over the bar. That is a let off. That is a lucky, lucky break. Is it going to be Tottenham day today? Are we going to win this game? Are they? Are we getting all the luck as 2025 ends in the football calendar year? Come on, Tottenham. Let's get a win. Let's get a win. It's Palace now. Palace have been the better side again. They're starting to take control of the game. They're starting to take control of that midfield. Tottenham getting sort of bossed around there a little bit. But this is when you should bring on Palhinha, somebody who's going to close it down, toughen it up. That's what they're going to do. But here is Palace now on the attack. Gooey now. Here's Palace now on the right-hand side. Mitchell, he keeps the ball in, and the ball does go out for another corner. Porro's looking for the goal kick. It wasn't out, Porro. You're just not doing your job properly, man. Here's Yemi. What's the referee saying here now? Handball. What? I don't get it. I don't get what the referee is saying. He's been told by VAR it's a free kick to Spurs. I don't get that. We can win this. It's not fully fair, and they're just pumping it. Yeah, I agree, Carl. Let's see now. Did he? I don't understand. If the ball went out, I don't get that. I don't get that. If the ball went out, then he's allowed to touch the ball. But Palace are making a substitution, and it is number 14 coming off, I think. No, it's Klein that's coming off. So he's changing formation here. Palace are changing formation, changing tactics. It's Eddie Nketiah has come on for Crystal Palace. I think he will go up and play up front, I think, alongside. So they're going to play two up front, I think. Be interested to see how Palace set up now. Here's Vicario. Kicks the ball long up the field, coming up to an narrow gone 2 minutes to that 58 minutes. But again, Tottenham absolutely caught out at the back. Good defending by Mickey van der Ven. But here's Palace again. His Palace now is the substitute, and the ball gets in. It's a goal kick. But he was nearly put in there, wasn't he? Again, where defending is woeful. Kick out for Mickey van der Ven. If in doubt, give it a whack. Then Bergville didn't put in the tackle, but there was Danso. Kicked it against the Palace number 9, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, big up to everyone. Hope you're doing well. Please like and subscribe if you can. Really would appreciate it. It means a lot for us actually to get up there and get these likes. The more likes you can give the stream, the more we can get pushed out. That means more subscribers. The channel grows bigger as well, which is what we want. And we want to become bigger and better for you guys. So if you can, hit that like and hit that subscribe. It would mean everything to us. And it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost you a damn. Vicario is just kicking out, and the ball goes out for a Palace throw-in. But yeah, doesn't cost you a damn. It doesn't. It's free of charge. And also, if you want to become a member, we do offer one of the cheapest memberships on YouTube, 99p or 99 cents. Pick up your memberships as well, and that really does help us, and it helps us. Your 99p, it goes into the channel pot. It goes into putting stuff away and getting new content, like getting new scoreboards and this all equipment we're using here. Bergville is down holding his chest here, or his legs, or has he got cramp? I think you can see a substitution happening here. Palhinha and Odegaard are both getting fit and coming on, so Tottenham are going to make a double substitution. I think Dean Scarlett's getting ready to come on. No, he's not. He's just moving in the chair. So it is a double substitution. I would say Bergville's coming off, and Morani will come off, guys. What do you reckon? Looks to me like Palace have gone to a back foot. Yeah, I was working what they've done. So what they've gone to a 4-2-3-1 then, would you say, Ray? Oh, okay then. All right. I thought the ball would go out. I thought the ball had gone out, but okay, that was my mistake. There's Thomas Frank with his tactics board, having the committee meeting now with all these coaches. What you do, there should be a link. I'll tell you what, I'll put the members link in the chat for you guys. I'll put the link in for you now. So let me just do that. While there's no play at the moment, so you're not missing much, guys. Anything, just Thomas Frank telling Odebear what he wants to do with his magic board. Now, Paratici is in the crowd. There is Paratici, supposed to be going to Fiorentina. He's still there, talking to Vinay. So, and I think that's Vivian Lewis next to him. But that is Paratici. He's still at Tottenham. He has not left Spurs yet. So, which for me is a great signing. Look, nothing's been announced by this going or not going. So, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't believe everything you read. Just trying to find where can I find oh, here we go. Here we go. Right, just found it. There we go, Marco. The link's coming in now for you, bud. And anyone that does want to become a member, that is the link to hit. If you can, really would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to us, guys, if you can. And what I'll do is I will link that up to so Morani and Bergville are coming off. Odebear and Palunia are coming on. So there's a double substitution for Spurs on the hour mark, which I think is a very good time to make a substitution. A couple of fresh legs on the field gives Tottenham a little bit. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know then, bud. I look. Yeah, I'll pin the message. The message has been pinned up. I wonder if Tequila can look into that for me if he doesn't mind, if you can, bud. But here's Palace now on the attack. Palace goes in. Oh, over the bar. All right. Oh god. Hang on, let me check. I'm sorry, I'm doing this watch along as well. Okay, just give me 2 minutes then. Sorry. It's Vicario with the goal kick now. As I'm quickly trying to sort this membership issue out if I can. Right. Where we go. There's Palace now. Palace on the attack. Good defending that was from Jed Spence. Memberships. Come on, let me set there. Let's see now. Yeah, the three levels are bronze membership, €99. €99. Oh, why it's £1? Because it's done in euros. Marco, that's why it's coming up as 149 because the exchange rate. I will change that all to pounds. So, yeah, I didn't realize that. That's my fault. Paluna getting tackled there for two players. Give the free kick, man. Give the free kick to Spurs. That's why it's coming up 149. Yeah. I know, Colin, we're winning. Yeah, because it was done in euros. And because his Palace now. Oh, good kicking out from Archie Gray. Palace again on the attack. Kudos gets back and helps out. There's Palunia again. Big up now. Palace putting on a little bit of pressure. Guri puts the ball in. Palace, Tottenham get it out again. Palunia, header out. That was from Danso. Here's Kudos now. Tottenham just cannot get the ball. Would you stop heading it and just whack it? Just what you do. Pump it up the field. I don't care if you're playing kick out football. Just kick the ball out of the area. Stop giving it back to Crystal Palace, please. Palace now with the ball, steadying up another attack. Tottenham not pressing at all. Just keeping it there. A lot of wide. Jed Spence does look a little bit Leggy on his bench. Good defending that was for Jed Spence. Ball goes out for a Tottenham throw. Must come off Palace. But big up to you guys. Big up to everyone. I want to say big up. Wow, you guys are winning the game. I know. It's unbelievable. A second half, we haven't had a shot on target or shot on goal. And we've had one up touches in the opposite box. 72%. I mean, the game's that boring. There is actually a Mexican wave happening around Selhurst Park. That's how bad the game is. But look, that's what we're here for. So big up to everyone. Here's Palace again on the attack, just outside there into the Tottenham half of the field. Palace going from left to right. Oh, we got Bentancur was shifted there. Here's oh God, Tottenham again. Just do not pass it, Richie. Just whack it. Somebody whack it, Willie Aporo. Just pump it up the field. Thank you. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't care the ball goes out. Pump it. If in doubt, give it a crack. I wouldn't say he's out managing Glasner, Rain. I mean, look at the stats. I mean, second half, we haven't had a shot on target or shot on target or shot a goal yet in the second half. I think Palace have been very wasteful of their chances. And again, here's the Palace number 9. There's only a matter of time before Palace do get this equaliser. But again, it's a good save from Vicario. There is a video coming out, guys. I think just after New Year's Day, or probably New Year's Day morning or New Year's Eve morning. There's a report that was done for me on Vicario, and what I'm going to try to do is put the 2 and 2 together of 2 keepers we're after in the January window next summer, and just try to give you a more in-depth look on Vicario, his weaknesses, his pros, his cons, and should we be a little bit more patient with him? So that is coming out probably New Year's Day or just after New Year's Day for you guys. And the key question, Rain, look, I don't think Thomas Frank is out managing Glasner. I think we're setting up defensively. We've gone there to gain a point. I think we're winning the game, which is brilliant. But I think Thomas Frank is a little bit one-dimensional, where I think there's more to Glasner. He's thinking more off the hoof than Thomas Frank. But we're just playing too defensive football. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we're 1-0 up, then you should be going for a second. Put the game to bed. 1-0. It's a horrible lead to have, because once Palace equalise, and the way they're playing, they're going to get one really good chance, and if they take that chance, then Tottenham's, I've said it before, our heads are going to drop. We can't sit back. We're not Arsenal of the 90s of getting this 1-0 to the Tottenham. That's not us. We haven't played well today. We're lucky to be 1-0 up. And I don't think Thomas Frank's out managing anyone, Rain, if I'm being honest. And that's my opinion. I just think we're going to his strength, which is a defensive football, which is not us. Again, we're defending really well today. I have to say that. Our defense has been, Mickey van der Ven's been good. Danso's been great today. But again, see what I mean? If Palace took their chances, they've had 3 really good chances. If Palace takes them, they're winning 3-1. Again, it's Palace here on the right. It puts the cross in. Tottenham again, just not defending properly. And again, it was a header back in. I think it was down number 5. He got a good connection on it, but just didn't get it on target. That was close. But again, we've had 2 chances. They've had 2 or 3 chances where they've been really close. We're just quite happy to sit back and take the 1-0 lead, which is a dangerous thing to do. It's dangerous because once they get a goal, then if Palace do equalise, then we've got to come out and try to get a winner. But the football is so boring. I mean, seen better matches on Hackney Marshes than this. But even like Kudos gets the ball. His first thing it's thought is right, I must pass it back. Instead of running up the field, running at the Palace defence. Let's get up there. Let's flood their midfield. Let's flood their box. But we're not. We're sitting back. Archie Gray's playing as one of the at the moment as one of the three. It's like they're playing a 4-2-4 in defence, where see Palace now making another substitution. Instead of putting like Tell on the left or bring on Dean Scarlett up front. I know Dean Scarlett isn't the great white hope, and I know he's not a number one striker, but you got to do something different because at the moment our front three ain't working. It's just putting it out of play, And there's Glasner. Look, he's trying to rally up his team, and he knows they've had 3 good chances to equalise, take control of this game. Stats wise, that they're kicking us. And it's just, if Palace took their chances, then we really would be banging trouble. We're very lucky that Palace haven't taken their chances, and we're just hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Oh, good defending. That was good goalkeeping by Vicario. Gets the free kick anyway. And there's Danso. Giving a bit of encouragement. Again, let's look at it. Yeah, that was a free kick. And well done for the referee again. I said the referee's played well, actually. He's had a good game, the ref. But yeah, here's Kudos. Kudos to Palace. Palace get the ball. They're at number 14 now. Oh, he gets brought down. Good clean tackle from Archie. Was that Paulunia? See, that's why you start Paulunia. That's why you start him, because he sets up attacks like this. But here's Archie Gray on the right. Is he going to put a cross in? Is he looking for Kudos? He's trying to get some help. He doesn't use Kudos. He's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do. I would have reverse passed that to Kudos and let Kudos get a ball in. But again, here's Odebear. Odebear shoots. Oh, straight down the throat of Henderson. Good stuff from Tottenham. That's more like it. It's only taken us 72 minutes into the on the 72 mark to get a shot and go in the second half. Long up the field. There's Porro to Palace. Hughes brings it into Meta. Tottenham now being overrun a little bit. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell gets stopped now. That's better from Porro. They're closing down the fullbacks. That's what they weren't doing in the first half, but they're starting to do it in the second half. I wouldn't say Gladson's on the threat of Palace, Carl. I think if you're looking at it, Palace are in the top 9, still in the Conference League, and sitting quite comfortably up there. And I think the man that's really under pressure is Thomas Frank. But again, if you're a manager from performances, then this has not been a great performance by Spurs. We got lucky with the goal. Palace have been more clinical with their chances. They're winning the game. And luckily for us, they haven't been clinical with their chances. They've been quite wasteful. But, you know, we need to go and get a second. We can't be sitting back on a 1-0 lead. It's just not good enough. You 1-0 up, you want to go and get your second, get your third, put the game to bed. While it's 1-0, Palace still have a chance to get back in this area. I mean, last 15 minutes, action areas, 45% in the Tottenham area, 47% in the midfield, and 8% in the Palace area. I mean, that's how bad we've been. But here's Kudos. Kudos puts it in. See what I mean? You take your chances, you go up the other end. Richie gets a double. It's Richarlison 2, Tottenham 2, 3 points headed back to White Hart Lane. Come on, you Spurs. That's more like it. You see, you attack, you put under pressure, you counter-attack properly, you get a goal, you put the game to bed. That is what it's about. That is what it's about. Putting the game to bed. Come on. 2-0 up now. Let's all chill out a little bit, relax a little bit. Palace have been beaten, and we can now go. It's a brilliant ball. It's Porro straight down the line. Kudos was on the side this time. Lovely ball. By the comment. Then it was Archie Gray. Archie Gray got the ball, put it beautifully to Kudos. First time ball with the outside of his foot as well, across the 6-yard area. Who was there to put it in the back of the net? course, it's our Brazilian number 9. They are checking for offside now. And of course, this goal's going to be ruled out, isn't it? Oh, Lord. There's Richie again praying to the footballing gods. I think it's offside. I think there's two players off. I think Richie is well offside, I think. Let's see what they are saying. Let's see if the referee says anything here, guys. I'm drawing a sort of pretend line from the ball and where the line is. It looks offside to me. I think it's offside. It's off. Let's see if the referee gives a decision. Let's see now if it does get ruled out. I think it will be. Go on, ref. What are you going to say? Yeah, it is offside. Again, Richie, offside for the umpteenth time. It's still back to 1-0. And let's see how bad he was. Oh, he was a leg and a thigh offside. Oh, when the ball was played, it was played. And then Richie, look, was it me? Of course it was you. You can't even look at the line, man. Back to 1-0. Palace have made another change as well. So that's the third change of the game, matching up to Tottenham. Now it's Uche's on for Palace and the number 12. And Glasner looking, getting another reprieve. So he's made a double substitution. No, one. It's Yemi Pino has come off for Uche, who's come off for Crystal Palace. Here's Jed Spence now with a long throw up the field, looking for Tottenham. We desperately need this second goal. We desperately need the second goal. As long as this game says 1-0, I just got this funny feeling Palace is going to nick 2. Hopefully, I'm wrong. It was more of a thigh and a leg offside. But Palace, Tottenham, just for VAR, we could have been 3-0 up. I'm really putting this game to bed. It's Palace now. Tottenham looking for a break, looking for something. Given away by Crystal Palace by Wharton. But here's Jed Spence. Jed Spence loses the ball. Wharton gets it back. Now here's Palace. Palace looking to come back. They get a corner here. Good defending that was from Palunia. And the ball puts it out for a Palace corner. The shouts of Eagles, Eagles goes around Selhurst Park. You can hear the Spurs fans in the background singing, "Come on, you Spurs," as well, loud and proud, singing for Tottenham. But here we've got everyone back. Palace looking, Jed Spence is marking their number 14. Richie's back there. Vicario not looking very commanding of his area, by the way. The ball comes in. The free kick goes, oh, and another header again. And it's from Guri over the bar. And another chance goes begging for Palace, and Tottenham living on their nerves, living on the edge. Good free kick, corner kick comes in, and it's over the bar, not really threatening. But as long as this goes on at 1-0, coming up 79 minutes gone, 11 minutes ago plus injury time, Palace are still in this game. Oh dear. But here is now Vicario with the goal kick now. He's going to kick it long up the field. He is. Pumps it long. The ball floats high into its centre circle. Tottenham lose the header. Palace get it back. It was kicked up the field by Danso. Danso headed back by Palunia. Palace again. But good. That was a good interception by Porro. Porro now good as Porro now in the right wing. And Tottenham going to get a second. Are we going to get a second? And no. I think Thomas the Frank Engine is a bit like he's looking at the Fat Controller saying, "I want you to do some work for me today." Well, I'm going down the track a little bit here, mate, but I just cannot go any further. I've run out of diesel. Holding on my hair of your chinny chin chin there, mate. Thomas the Frank Engine, forget. I think he did. Record in 2025. I mean, this is unreal. 36 games, 10 wins, 20 defeats. Goal difference minus 29, 36 points. Minus 29 goal difference. I mean, that is ridiculous. Only 10 wins in the whole calendar year. I don't get it. There's Thomas Frank getting a little bit agitated, a little bit angry with the fourth official. He is on the 10 more minutes now. This will end on a high. We'll end on a win with 11 wins in 36 games in 2025. But we did win the Europa League in that as well. But here's Richie. Richie all alone in the box. Richie shoots. Oh, for floating balloony. Should have scored, man. You should have scored. And why are we now bringing Dragonson on? What we're going? We're going to 6 at the back now. We're really going to double down on protecting this 1-0 lead. Just don't bring on another defender. Bring on a midfielder or an attacker or somebody. Stop playing out for these 1-0 wins. They're boring. Come on, Tottenham. For Christ's sake. Here's Palace. 9 minutes to go plus injury time. Tottenham still won Archie Gray's first half goal. It's giving Tottenham here hopefully 3 points back to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But Palace have been probing, pointing, pushing, looking a way to get in. Good header out that was from Danso, still in the Tottenham area. Kudos. Now Kudos overhead kicks it out the field. That's one way to do it, if I'm being honest. All the way back. It's just all Palace at the moment. That is the problem. That is the big problem. We're just inviting pressure onto ourselves. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep pressuring because Palace will score. Here's Uetre, puts the ball back, gets it up there. Good playing by Spence and Odegaard, linking up well. The ball goes out. Here it's Richie now, but there is Palace back there defending well as well. And the ball goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. It is Dragonson coming on, and there is another player coming on who I cannot see. I think it's Dean Scarlett's coming on. So you'd be pleased to hear that, Rain. Dean Scarlett and Dragonson are both coming on to the pitch. So I don't know where Dragonson is going. Is he going to replace Danso? Is he going to go 5 at the back? Who knows? But here we go. Danso with a very long throw in now for Tottenham. Can we now put this game to bed? Come on, let's put this game to bed. And last 6-7 minutes throws into no one. But here's now Danso with the ball again. He's going to put a cross in. Danso does put a beautiful cross in. There's Benny. Benny couldn't get it. Palace kick it long up the field. And just give me 2 minutes, guys. I will be back. Oh. And the ball goes out for a Palace. Good defending that was from Palunia. Here's Palace now. Wharton running down the field. Running down the field now. Trying to good defending again from Palunia. Ready? That's what you're buying for. That's what you bring him on for, to do jobs like that. Referee does give a free kick now to Tottenham. There's a yellow card to the substitute come in. But Spurs now get a chance. Now, come on. Let's get a goal here. It was Odegaard as well. Showing his bit of pace. Does get brought on. He does get fouled. And Palace get away with another yellow card. It's a double substitution for Spurs, I think, coming up. And it is Brennan Johnson and Dragonson coming off. So Brennan Johnson. Palace also make a substitution as well. So who's come on for Palace? It's Elise. Eze. Is or Essie? Essie's coming on for Palace. Dragonson and Brennan Johnson both coming on for Spurs. So Archie Gray coming off for Dragonson. Dragonson going into that sort of playing in the midfield. But there is his earlier goal. Now there will be and after the whistle, guys, it will be at 7 o'clock. So after the whistle will be at 7 o'clock tonight, guys. I just got to run an errand quickly after the watch along. So after the whistle will be at 7. Tomorrow there will be your play rating shows as well. I think at 4 or 5. I haven't worked out time yet. There will be a player rating show tomorrow, and then all your build up to the New Year's Day game and a couple of shows before New Year's Day as well will be out. So 7 o'clock tonight, guys, after the whistle, do join me for that. And a good header over the bar. Dragson nearly scored coming on, but Johnson coming on for kudos and Johnson coming on for Archie Gray. So Archie Gray, Brendan Johnson on the right, Dragson now gone into that midfield sort of pocket of a number 6, or has he gone sat back into a 5? That is going to be interesting. 5 minutes to go before the end of the game. Here's Odebar plus injury time. Odebar goes 1. Here's Richarlison he's got mugged up a dark alley. And again, Tottenham now really cementing their 1-0 win, really cementing their game. They want to win this, so they're doing it any way they can. They're going to play dirty. They're going to play absolutely filthy. But here's Palace all the way back to Henderson. Henderson kicks it long up the field. But Palace are still only 1-0. Tottenham are only 1-0 up. It's still chance there for Palace to get an equaliser. And I think Palace have been, over the 90 minutes, I think Palace have been the better side. I think we've been okay in places, but I think Palace have been the better side. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. But it's just sitting back. This sitting back all the time it's too much. We should go out there, get the game done, get it to bed early, then do your sitting back. But just try to protect a 1-0 win, and that is overcooked. And I've been saying it all during the game, but if Palace took their chances, we would have been in a lot of problems because Palace haven't took their chances, and we're just sitting there 1-0, looking a little bit uncomfortable. We have been inside the bar. Oh my word! It's up the inside of the post and come out again. How the hell? And that was a good 30 yards out. It was on the volley sort of thing. Hit the inside of the post. And it was Odebar. Good flick on by Richie. Richie headed it beautifully to Odebar. Odebar on the volley, hit the post, and it came across the goal line. And it went out to the other side. But Henderson was absolutely flat-footed. And there is Odebar with his hands in his head, thinking that should have been 2-0. But again, Spurs, good counter-attacking football by Tottenham. You can hear the Spurs fans singing there in the background. Header out by. It's a very much an away. Our away record this season's been absolutely brilliant, and really, that's what's keeping us in there. But here's Brendan Johnson now. Can Brendan Johnson get his first goal of 2024? This season goes across. But a goal, it was his first. He hasn't had a goal or an assist in 13 Premier League games for Tottenham. So that would have been a good shot. But Tottenham ended the game strongly. Palace been pinned back a little bit. And that's what Tottenham should have done this since they come out second half. Instead of sitting back like we're going to take a 1-0 win. I mean, come on. Sometimes you do have to win ugly. And I understand that. And this is winning ugly. Here's Palace. Palace kick it long up the field. Tottenham get it back. But here's now Wharton. Can Palace sting Tottenham into the last minute of the game? The last minute, good defending by Mickey van der Ven, doing the captain's job again. And the ball goes out for a top Crystal Palace throw-in. There's Glasner, absolutely fuming. They haven't took advantage of their chances, Palace, and that's what's let them down today. Tottenham have gifted them a few chances, and Palace haven't taken them. But Spurs took theirs. Is that going to be the story of the game? I think it will be. But here's Palace, long throwing, comes long in. Penalty area, Pack gets it out. If in doubt, give it a whack. Tottenham are starting to do that. Here's Henderson now. Henderson pumps it long up the field. Palace looking for an equaliser. Are they going to get one? Good tackle that was, and a good catch from Vicario. Well done. As I said, defensively, we've played very well today, but attackingly, we've been poor. But here's Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson with the ball. He's going to have a crack. He tries to set up Richie, and Richie doesn't get it. and the ball goes out. 7 minutes of time added on. So Palace have 7 more minutes to Tottenham have 7 more minutes to either put this game to bed or hang on. And Palace have 7 minutes either to get an equaliser to bring this game back to 1-1. But I did say I would take a draw. So, a win's brilliant. I would take a draw to start the game. But well, if I knew you did that, I would have done that anyway. Sorry about that, guys. I really realised now I can maximise it now. Sorry about that. Is Odebear. Odebear now to Dragonson. Dragonson to Palunia. Wharton gets it back. Palace. Good defending by Danso. 6 minutes to go. We're desperate for this win. We haven't won in 9 now. This would be 2 in 10. Tottenham Hotspur have won now. But to end 2025, let's end it on a win. Let's end it on 3 points. Put this year to bed and let's start fresh for 2026. That is going to be a massive year for Tottenham. Massive year. Second part, this is the halfway point of the Premier League season. So it's vital we've got to win today to end this part of the Premier League. Put it behind us. But looking for a handball. Referee says no handball. VAR will look at this. Here's Palace now. 92 minutes gone. 6 minutes to go here. It's 5 minutes to go now. EA does, Carl. He does look up again. Top over the bar and has gone out for a Tottenham goal kick. Not a penalty at all. Not a penalty at all. That was hit him there. His hand was like this and he hit him there, so it's not a penalty. There's Glasner telling his players to keep going, don't give up, don't give up. Anyway, Vicario taking his time with the free kick. Kicks it long up the field. Good header out that was from Tottenham, but Tottenham get the ball. Tottenham lose it again. Richarlison gives it away. Palace now being outmanned in midfield. Oh, good defending it is. Tottenham have gone to a back 5, I think. So, Richarlison loses the ball. Wharton gets the ball. Hughes gets the ball. Here's Wharton. Wharton gets the ball. Hughes gets it again. Wharton brought down in the middle of the park, but doesn't get the decision. Here's Richie. And Brennan Johnson was. And even from that, he couldn't even get it on target. And he's going to get a yellow card, I think. It's Palunia that is down. Let's have a look. So there's Wharton. Wharton goes in. I can see, not from the tackle, by the way. He walks away. Oh, he's up. I think he was just playing for time. Here's Palace now on the attack. Tottenham still holding on. Can we get a win today? Can we end 2025 with a win? That's what we all want. That's what we all need in a win for Spurs. Come on. Let's end this year. Let's put this year to bed with a win. Big up to 873 of you already in the house already. Thank you so much. Big up to everyone. Do hit the like and subscribe if you can. It really would mean a lot to us. It's gone out for a Palace corner now. Is it? No, it's throwing. He does look in a lot of pain, Giant, to be fair. Only 2 minutes. Palace fans looking reside themselves to a defeat. Tottenham fans singing and happy with a win. 3 points at 3 points. Flick on by Palace now. Brought down. Palace are looking for a penalty. Here's Wharton. Wharton, good defending by Spurs. That was good defending. That was, I think, from Dragonson. But Palace go all the way back to Henderson. Now, 2 minutes to go. Henderson pumps it long up the field. Their number 14, I think Carl said it in the chat earlier, does not look fully fit. I'm just really surprised he can't run. He hasn't been running really well. Yeah, I think we are. I think we are, Carl. I agree. Danso has been quality today. I think Van der Ven's been good. I think Danso's been good. Um, who else has been good today? I think Gray and Bergville done really well in midfield. I think they've been good today. I think Bendicle's been quite impressive as well, by the way. He's played well. I think Vicario's been very commanding of his area. Um, Anything that he's had to dealt with, he's dealt with it well. But look, we're coming up to a minute to go. I'm thinking who to give my man of the match to. I'm sort of toyed between or um, Danso or Mickey van der Ven, to be fair. But here's Johnson. Johnson, look at his Palace now. Surely not. We're surely not going to give it away. Dragonson's come on. He's done well. Here's Porro now. Put the ball in the net, Porro. Put the ball in the box. Here's now Bentancur. Plays it across now to Jed Spence. Jed Spence now to Odebear. Odebear runs. I think Odebear's looked lively since to come on. Good playing by Spurs. Here's Tottenham coming in. Oh, ball goes across the face of the earth. Great to go. Here's now Benny. Oh, good save from the keeper. Good save. And that kept Palace in the game. But we're coming up to 10 seconds to go. Plus, for any extra, the referee wants to play. There was Porro in the 6-yard area. Puts the ball back to Bentancur. Bentancur does it. And Richie was running in. I know, Brian. I do get it, bud. Do you know what? I'm giving my man of the match to Danso. I think he's been brilliant today. I think Danso's been absolutely brilliant. But look, this is where we want it. Up the end. There's now Henderson kicks it long up the field. Palace still looking for this equaliser. Ball goes out for a Palace throw-in. Palace will have one more attack, I think. One more chance. Here's Wharton now. Wharton to Palace. Wharton gives it away. Good. And Richie didn't run after it. But here's now Guri. Now we're coming up to 8th minute. Ball looking header out for Mickey van der Ven. Tottenham do end 2025 with a win. An Archie Gray goal wins it for Tottenham. We've come to Palace. We've put them to bed. But that is not the story of the game. It is not the story. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't good. But 3 points are 3 points. Now let's go. And let's go now to Brentford to start the new year with a win. But guys, thank you all for watching me. I really do appreciate you joining me. Listen, guys, there is a there is after the whistle. I'm just going to put it back 10 minutes, if that's okay, guys, to 7:10. Just got to run an errand for Mrs. Tron. So look, I will be back. I'll put it back to 7:15. Okay. So do join me for that for after the whistle. Spurs have won today. Brilliantly, they've gone to Selhurst Park. We've got the win. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't good, but it was a win. Is a win, and that is what we want. So Thomas Frank, now build on this. Let's build on this now. But I've got more to say to it at 7:15. Join me and Rayman coming on to talk all things Spurs for about 15 minutes. Tomorrow you've got your player ratings. But guys, thank you all for watching. Spurs do win today. We've ended the year with a win. Thank God for that. Only our second win in 10. Let's build on it. Come on, you Spurs. And Thomas Frank. I still don't trust. But come on, you Spurs.
Eyes on the prize.